the universe, ghouls and goblins, whatever, Halloween themed. But joining me today are, whenever if you feel like it, just go ahead and chime in.
Hey, my fantastical laser puppies, and welcome to Headcanon Hive. I am your guest, Eric Rivera, voice actor. How you doing?
Oh, and I'm Dallas Bacon. Hey, what's up? I almost revealed my secret identity, but I am still known as the Dallas Bacon. So,
hey, baby, you wanna find out my secret identity?
Secret identity.
Oh no!
Oh man,
And the other two with us are SR.
Aloha.
And Adam, otherwise known as TecXero. He'll go by either one.
Hello.
That's a cool name, TecXero. It's cool. It's a really cool name. You spell zero with an X or with a Z?
An X.
See, that makes it even cooler.
oh man.
The only way it
It's
could
just
be
my
cooler
class in high school.
The only way it could be cooler is if like random letters are capitalized and lowercased.
No. Just the T and the X are capitalized, if I remember right. Is that right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Capitalize the R, maybe, or put the R backwards.
Nah, don't need to go that far.
Yes, you do. Further than
Then it's just going to corrupt on people's screen because they don't have the right character set for it.
Yeah, then it's going to just come out like a box.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. As somebody who tried to get into graphic design, this computer isn't compatible with this font. Fuck!
So it just comes out as a bunch of squares, right? Like a bunch of boxes or something?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yes. I think one of my favorite stories or one of my favorite cases is that I tried to open a Photoshop document on another computer. It didn't have that font. It just came up as Wingdings. Or Winding. I don't know I can't remember the name of the font, but the one with all the crazy symbols.
Wingdings, I think.
Yeah, because remember the College Bowl? With bacon from Key and Peele?
Yeah.
Windings. Name is just a bunch of symbols.
Yeah.
Best font ever.
It is.
Okay, today's discussion topic, very tentative at that. We never have a very set discussion. It always ends up going into very, very random, ridiculous places. Ends up getting derailed. Should call this a derailment podcast. Huh?
I said as it should.
As it should.
As one does.
Yeah, for some context, Adam, my boyfriend, I actually talked to him about what's the organic direction a podcast should take. Asked him for tips on that a couple of times. And I'll be brutally honest, I probably haven't taken any of his advice, and this still continues to be a crashing, burning train wreck and a giant garbage fire.
Which is always a bunch of fun.
Oh, no, that's the organic direction podcasts typically go.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what podcast you listen to.
Yeah, podcasts just go everywhere.
Oh, he listens to Giant Bomb and what's the other one?
Co-optional.
Oh yeah, that's right. The guys who are okay, going to change direction here. Okay, the tentative topic is favorite Halloween specials and possibly video games.
Nice.
Okay.
Sounds good. Exquisite.
Yeah.
Going to start out with a tried and true favorite. I Gotta Rock! Charlie Brown Halloween special.
Charlie Brown.
I never actually saw the Charlie Brown Halloween special, but I did read it. When I was in junior high, I used to go to the library for lunch. And they had a surprisingly decent collection of Peanuts comics. Them a lot. And one strip that I specifically remember is when Peppermint Patty and Linus are sitting in the pumpkin patch and they're waiting for the great pumpkin. And Linus is like, oh, the great pumpkin. He's so great and wonderful. It's going to be so good. And Peppermint Patty's like, yeah, and I finally get my baseball glove. Linus is like, what'd you say? You want to repeat that? Hold on, everyone, shut up. What did you say? Like, I'm gonna get my baseball glove. The Great Pumpkin is not Santa. You don't make requests. Get out of here. You're a non-believer.
Get out of here, you Harvey.
Yes, get out of here, heretic, blasphemer. Seriously, he got so upset.
Blasphemy!
One of the most fun parts about Linus and the Great Pumpkin is that there's a little bit of ambiguity as to what exactly the Great Pumpkin is. Everybody has a slightly different interpretation. Well, the few people that entertain Linus in this particular endeavor anyway. That's the big part of the animated special too. Pretty sure they just grabbed several of those comics with the Great Pumpkin storyline, threaded them together, and that was the B plot for the special. The only thing I remember, unfortunately, is the group of kids going out to get candy and stuff, and every time they go up to the door, poor Charlie Brown would come up in his ghost costume with all these poorly cut out holes, and he'd get a rock or some other non-candy thing because the universe hates Charlie Brown. He's one of those types of characters.
What did he do? Because they know it's him, and they always give him a rock. Like, did he poison the water supply? What's going on here?
No,
Like,
he's just a born loser.
pretty
Like,
much, yes.
And they know he won't. And they know that he won't fight back, so they give him a rock.
Now, what you gonna do about it, huh?
Anybody else, they would have thrown that rock right through their window.
Okay, if any one of the Peanuts kids deserves a rock, it's Pigpen. Seriously, dude, take a shower.
Come on. We can
No,
see
if they ever throw a rock, they should throw soap. Or like bath salt.
Okay, for playback purposes, I am reading Enlightened Robot's comment from the comments section here. This is just too great to pass up. Charlie Brown himself was the Great Pumpkin. He went crazy and started killing everybody with the rocks he got while trick-or-treating.
Oh, that's the alternate. Like, how dare you give me rocks? So, but they said it was unfit for kids or some stuff like that. So we'll never see that ending.
Ugh, Nickelodeon. Curse you, ABC standards and practices.
Interesting tidbit about Charlie Brown. The impression I got from reading some of what Charles Schultz had to say about it, or even just looking at the comics in general, seemed like the point was, yeah, Charlie Brown pretty much is a born loser. There's several comics where he's the butt of the joke, where things just don't seem to go his way. One of my personal favorites, or one of the interesting bits about Charlie Brown, is the little red-headed girl. That was Charlie Brown's crush throughout most of the comic strips and the series overall. She was based on the gal that was the one that got away for Charles Schultz to some extent. When the CGI movie came out, there was a news article that came out in tandem with it. And the woman that the little redheaded girl was based on came forward and told him her story. It was really sweet.
Well, the movie was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. I'd say it's a good send-off or something to fill in the proverbial gaps for anyone who wondered, will Charlie Brown ever get a chance with the little redheaded girl? There you go. The movie was made by Charles Schultz kids, if I remember right. Or one of them, anyway.
He was his son and his grandson. I saw the 107 Facts video.
Oh.
Yeah, it was his son and his grandson.
Oh, nice.
That makes sense. I knew it was someone in the family. Just been a while since I read articles about this.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown, from out of town. My favorite Halloween special, I think, would have to probably be, this is cheap, but Hungry Larry. Hungry Larry from Star is the force of evil.
Hungry Larry. The dad trying to scare the kids and not being good at it.
Yes, he was terrible.
Yeah, poor guy can't catch a break.
Ooh, kids, ain't that scary? Or something like that.
Kids. Ooh. It's like,
Ooh, I've got your nose. No, it's a trick. I really don't have your nose.
yeah, I wasn't worried.
Yeah. He probably would do something.
My favorite costume, though, was Jana's costume. Because, get this, she was a corporate zombie. And I'm so upset myself that I didn't catch that in my first viewing. Because I thought she was zombie Tina Fey.
Tina Fey.
It was the glasses. The glasses threw me off.
Yeah. Boo, kids. Ah.
I'm just going through I pulled up a Wikipedia for Halloween specials, and section D, Dan versus the Wolfman.
Oh, I was about to bring up that one. That's the one I
That
was going to bring
counts.
up. Yeah.
I guess it counts.
It was on Halloween. Took place on Halloween, and it was
And-
an actual Wolfman.
And it had zombies.
That's true. I was actually going to bring that one up, but that worked.
Which I'm actually kind of I can't believe they didn't bring that running gag back, because those zombies would keep following Dan technically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just kind of surprised that they didn't appear in the background in a couple episodes.
Maybe if we... Oh, that would have been nice if, like, you really have to pay attention and you could see zombies, like, in certain shots.
Or zombie parts.
Yeah. But knowing Dan, he probably, like, tried to, like, get rid of all those zombies, you know?
Yeah,
Knowing
like
him.
throw them in a wood chipper or set them on fire.
Yeah. Well, that's what he would do.
Yes, it is.
Or
Dan-
just like round them up and then just put them in a dumpster and like, the dump will sort it out.
Yeah.
That's
Dan, you
my
got it.
favorite.
It's the city's problem now.
Dan, you got to get rid of these zombies. They're annoying. All right, Chris, I'll get rid of them, but we're gonna have to end up sacrificing your car.
And we're like,
Why my car? Because of all the explosives I got in your trunk.
Damn,
We'll just lure him into the car, lock the doors, and then blow it up.
I'm not blowing up my car, Dan. It's the third one.
You've got insurance.
Not for 3 cars.
I feel like that's how it goes, more or less.
I can just imagine Chris walking home covered in soot and bruises and stuff. He shuffles up to the door holding one of the discarded parts from the car. Elise answers the door. She sees it, doesn't question it, goes, okay, I'm gonna call up that sleazy car dealer, and our insurance premiums are going up again.
I know.
And you
I know.
I'm pretty sure some insurance person would probably make a fortune for Dan Insurance.
Dan insurance.
Dan Insurance.
Have you seen this little guy? Well, if you have, call this number. You might be entitled to Dan insurance.
Or maybe they'll have 2 chicks following Dan around, making people sign liability waivers, like in Trigun.
Yeah.
Oh man. Just imagining an insurance company, the one insurance company in that town, opening up another part or clause to their policies because Dan is such a force in nature that, yeah, just imagining a potential episode right now. A new couple moves to town.
Mm-hmm.
They go to get some life insurance or something, and they say, okay, you're covered, but there's one thing we highly recommend adding, and that is the Dan shirts. What's Dan shirts? And then Dan comes in. He just makes incoherent garbled noises, just foaming at the mouth, runs through, tosses a bunch of things, rips stuff apart, and then runs right back out. The couple turns back and says, was that Dan? The insurance agent nods his head sadly, and then they say, yeah, we want that insurance.
Honestly, if I were to...
Or maybe as a cold opening, we highly recommend Dan Insurance. What's Dan Insurance? Then off screen you hear an explosion somewhere, and then it's like, that's Dan Insurance.
I would probably add to that with the explosion and be like, then you can hear him yelling, "Take that, you squirrels!" And then like, that's dangerous.
Vengeance! Vengeance will be mine!
Yes, every short kind of weird character has to have some kind of weird grudge against squirrels. As soon as you brought up squirrels, I was thinking of Voltar from League of Super Evil. The running joke they have there where there's a squirrel in the tree nearby and he gives him the stink eye or the evil eye or something. And
Squirrels.
Halloween is Grinch night.
Halloween.
Halloween is what?
Grinch night.
I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, I'm still going through the wiki article.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I think
I have. It's
Craig did review about it, but that's it.
It's like Dr. Seuss on acid going through a haunted house.
So what you're saying is I gotta listen to some progressive rock.
Pretty much.
Wait, I thought Dr. Seuss was always on acid.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like, so the only difference between this and all the other stuff he's done was that now he's in a haunted house.
Yeah.
Every other time he's working through his PTSD from World War II.
But this one's on a haunted house.
Yeah.
Although the most annoying part is like the kid and his grandpa. It's like, do you know what, Grandpa Thackeray? What is it, young Zachariah? And just every time they talk to each other, they would start off with that, and it's like, shut the fuck. It's like just talk.
Grandpa Zachariah? Yes, young Zachariah. Why do we all have the same first name? Because shut up. It seems a little uncreative. Well, give some, lose some. That doesn't explain my question. Okay, shut up. Really.
Do we live on a flower or a snowflake? Because this canon is kind of getting confusing at this point.
Okay, young Zachariah, you're starting to be a little bitch, okay?
So, what did I say earlier?
Like he just gets fed up with his questions.
Ties him up, leaves him on Mount Crumpet.
There you go.
I'll leave you for the Grinch.
To eat you or whatever he does. I don't know. Does Grinch eat people?
Yeah, I don't know what the Grinch does. I'm sorry.
Wait.
No, the Grinch doesn't eat people. He's a hermit that lives at the top of a mountain and despises people for having fun on the holidays.
Because he can't eat them. I knew it.
Yeah, because sentient beings with flesh taste so good, and he's conditioned to be a cannibal. Yeah. But then again, we don't know much about what kind of species the Grinch is.
I know.
But then again, I don't know if I want to entertain another conversation about cannibalism on this podcast. It's happened before.
But
the Grinch is a what?
Yeah.
But if you ask, that's what I was about to say. If you ask what type of species the Grinch is, they'll give you some bullshit answer. Like, the Grinch is a Grinch, or the Grinch is not a who, it's a what. It's like, come on.
He's Grinchanese, or
he's Grinchanese.
It's from Grinchtown, all the way north of Grinchtopia. Something.
And he has this really dramatic, angsty backstory that someday the Grinch will get his own horrible CGI movie from Illumination, I think it was, that did the recent Lorax. Yeah, he's going to get his own Illumination picture, and it's going to be...
Yeah. You guys don't like that movie? Starring my favorite on-camera actor, Jim Carrey, as a Grinch.
Yeah,
I thought it was okay.
Something else.
But that's because I love Jim Carrey, so I'm giving him like a serious curve.
Yeah.
I don't think that movie's as bad as some people say it is.
But I don't understand why you need to get an old villain and give him a backstory.
Mm.
To make him relatable.
Because let's make a quick cash-in movie, and I'm going to give it my own original take. I think that the Grinch needs a backstory, so he's gonna get a backstory.
Because you gave the Grinch a backstory, you gave Maleficent a backstory, you gave Darth Vader a backstory.
No.
I mean, he already had one, but whatever.
Okay, I got up to Cartoon Network section.
Mm-hmm.
There are specific episodes when, in fact, it should just be the entirety of the series of Courage the Cowardly Dog
Yeah.
for their Halloween.
Courage.
Because the episodes they listed are Courage Meets Bigfoot, Night of the Weremole, The Demon in the Mattress, Shirley the Medium, King Ramsay's Curse, King Ramsay, and Courage Meets the Mummy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the whole series should just be that. That's for sure.
The Samurai Jack. The Samurai
Oh,
Jack
yeah.
episode. Jack and the Demon.
Yeah, that was good. Or like Jack in the Haunted House.
Yeah, Jack in the Haunted House, that one.
No, that was good. That was really
Oh,
good.
shoot, I don't remember those.
That one was intense.
Yeah, that one was kind of
Yeah, that one. And that is some really good art in the ending sequence.
Yeah, it was really good. It was like it just had that atmosphere and just felt right, like it just did a really good job with it.
It felt like one of those Japanese horror games.
Yeah, it felt good though. Halloween.
I'm going to go ahead and link the list so that way y'all can look through it.
Yeah.
You mentioned Japanese horror games, and now I kind of want to play through Silent Hill again.
Yeah.
I have the first Silent Hill, and I stopped playing it because it was too hard.
The first two are really good. The ones after that, not so much.
Yeah, I heard the second one was really interesting. It's just my sister prefers. She loves horror stuff, but she prefers Japanese horror over American stuff because they really, it's just a new form of terrifying. And she was really into this one Fatal Frame game.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys ever take a look at PT?
No, I saw the Game Grumps play PT, but
What is PT?
PT is like this. I might not be able to just. It's a weird game. Like you walk through like this room or whatever. And
It's I think it's Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro teaming up to do a hallway simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Kojima and del Toro teaming up together to make a Silent Hill game, and it liked to fuck with you. It knew that you were. It's one of those games that kind of knows that you're a player and will play with you on that level.
Yeah. Like
if anything, just watch the Game Grumps version. That's probably that's the entire game, and it is probably one of the best playthroughs I've seen.
Yeah. Because Dan gets freaking scared of it. He gets scared so bad.
I'd rather spend $1,000 to get a PS4 that already has it on there.
Yeah. $1,000.
Curse you, Konami, or Capcom, or whichever.
Curse you!
Curse you, company. I'm not exactly sure which one.
Yeah, Konami decided to cancel it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not much of a gamer. To me, gaming is a very expensive hobby when I'm not willing to indulge.
Yeah. No, I don't get too many games, but I usually just watch Let's Plays and whatnot.
Yeah, because over the past couple of years, there's been way too much screwing around with reviews and such. So I don't trust anyone to tell me whether or not a game is good or not, and I'm not willing to spend $60 on a maybe.
Mm.
So,
Hey, Adam.
That's why I typically stick to things like, first impressions from like Giant Bomb and stuff like that. And I mostly play indie games anymore just because a lot of AAA games tend to have a lot of bullshit in them.
Yeah. Always like a lot of bugs on the first when they're released and stuff.
Okay,
Or
that's
microtransactions for a full price game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually don't live up to the hype. Most of them don't. The only game that actually lived up to the hype, in my opinion, was Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. That was good.
Oh, for me, it was the new Doom. The 2016 Doom was just spectacular. I'm playing it right now, actually.
Oh, nice.
For me, it was Kingdom Hearts 2. I loved it.
Well, that was good. Still waiting for 3.
And Birth by Sleep. Still waiting for 3. I was 12 when I played the first one.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
And so was Haley Joe Osment, I think.
But see, with the new Kingdom Hearts, we might be able to have like Iron Man fighting Darth Vader fighting Sephiroth.
Oh, that sounds epic.
That does sound epic.
I mean, Disney owns most things now, so you can mess around with that. Sora using the Keyblade on Darth Vader. That'd be cool. Or like,
I'd actually be half tempted to check out Kingdom Hearts if that popped up in it. Otherwise, I've just heard so many stories about how I used to have a buddy that was really into Kingdom Hearts, and one time he sat me down and tried to explain the story behind it. It was just so convoluted, I gave up.
Oh, yeah, that's because Square Enix, they love that crap.
I find your lack of heart disturbing.
They love that crap, and all I keep thinking, that one lesson from that. I'm sorry, from that episode. Oh, excuse me. South Park did a parody of Inception, and the lesson from that episode always stuck out of my head. Just because something is complicated does not mean it's smart.
Yeah,
and that's what I think about some of Square Enix's storylines for their games, especially the later Final Fantasies.
Now I'm just thinking of Mickey Mouse saying Obi-Wan Kenobi's lines.
I can't do Mickey Mouse.
Use the Force! Use the Force, Sora! Use the Force!
Do it! Kick his ass!
If you strike me down, Donald, I will come back stronger than ever!
Just got Spider-Man!
Oh, that's what Disney should do. Disney's running out of things to do. Why not make like animated like movies that they've owned, but with Disney characters? Like have like Star Wars, except starring Mickey Mouse.
Who do you think would be Han Solo? Goofy?
I'd be on board with that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Goofy.
Look, this here's the Millennium Falcon. It went faster than 12 parsecs. I don't think that's what a parsec does. Shut up.
You get like Horus the Horus as Chewbacca.
Yeah. Or would Pluto be Chewbacca?
Or would you go the Family Guy route and have Donald Duck be Chewbacca?
Especially since you can hardly understand him.
Yeah.
No.
Except the joke is that we can understand him, but every other character is just like, eh.
Or subtitles.
Speaking of Mickey Mouse and Co., I am so disappointed that the DuckTales crew wasn't allowed to bring him in for a brief cameo.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like someone said they were Vietnamese. I'm not saying that word correctly. I want to talk for a living. They were not allowed under any means to use those characters. Like Goofy and Donald, they can't make cameo appearances, and that's because they made cameo appearances in the Goofy movie.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Jeez.
Ridiculous.
I'm still just hoping for the three Caballeros to appear in DuckTales.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Voiced by Carlos Arasaki. Peter, you're fired. Sorry. I don't know how to say it.
What are you doing, Steve? Okay, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Nope.
It's because one of the characters sounds like he would be voiced by Carlos Arasaki, and Carlos Arasaki did the voice of Mr. Weed from Family Guy. Peter, you're fired.
Mr. Weed.
Hey, if you're watching this, I'm probably dead, and I bet you're all pretty bummed.
Oh. Okay, that was the Halloween special.
God, there was
The
another
Wrath
show
of-
that had a really good Halloween special, but
The Wrath, Tangled. Tangled had one. The Wrath of Ruthless Ruth.
Yeah.
yes, very
It
funny.
did?
That was actually pretty good.
That.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Ugh.
Wander Over Yonder had 2 with the pet and the gift to the giftening.
Oh, yes!
And Kim Possible had one Halloween special with the laziest Halloween title ever. Title October 31st.
I wonder what it's about.
Wait, is that the one? Is it
the one where
going trick or treating?
Yeah, it's the one where Ron goes trick or treating, but Kim goes to a party and she's got this battle armor stuck to her, and every time she lies, it like adds more to it.
Oh, that's right. They did something similar in Marvel Spider-Man recently. Well, not the armor thing. The 2 people going as a horse.
Oh.
Harry and Peter were supposed to be a horse, but Harry was just a horse's ass.
Yeah. She was wearing battle-ready armor.
Oh my god, why?
Because Kids Next Door cemented that in my mind.
The 2 that are classified in that are Operation Ghost and Tricky.
Oh. Wait, wasn't there
speaking of another one that kind of straddles the line, or you could Parents' Day for OKKO.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the one with Enid's parents.
I was going to watch that one actually.
Let's see what episode.
I will admit the line I found really adorable was when KO says, "You said your parents were busy ninjas, but they're just kissing, and not ninjas."
Not ninjas.
The way you delivered that line, I thought was pretty cute.
It was pretty great.
Yeah.
Just love that episode as a whole.
So
I'm not quite sure how to describe it. Just really fun, kind of sentimental overall.
Something I need explained to me in OKKO. Is Rad like a bug or an alien or a mutant or
alien?
Oh, he's an alien. They've had a couple of other alien characters show up. Like there's one guy that runs a food truck, and then of course Brad's parents. The impression I get is that they're immigrants, and if I remember right, wasn't there some line of dialogue that said they come from Planet X?
I think that was like the quote unquote movie from the Blorp.
Oh yeah. They haven't explicitly said what planet he's from on screen yet.
Traveling from the dreaded Planet X.
Hey, Groot comes from Planet X.
Everyone's from Planet X.
You're from Planet X. I'm from Planet X.
Everyone's from Planet X.
Is there anyone here that isn't from Planet X? Davenport.
Interesting tidbit about, or no, not interesting tidbit. I just want to gush about OKKO. I'm not gonna.
Well, the other Halloween episode they got listed on here is the glitch episode.
Oh yes, the creepy CGI models. I'll admit I'm 50-50 on how they set up the visuals for that. I love the designs that they picked for what the glitched out characters looked like, but it was kind of jarring against the 2D backgrounds and what art style they generally go for. I guess it works in context for what the episode was about, but overall, I don't know.
Don't know.
Wait, how do they not have the abandoned train on here for Hey Arnold's Halloween special?
Arnold.
They got the headless cabbie, but not the ghost train.
Wait, there's a Ghost Train episode of Hey Arnold? I need to queue this up like ASAP. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, it was like they heard about, like there's this legend about this ghost train. I think they heard it from Arnold's grandpa. And so they go to investigate, and it's pretty funny, like how it ends.
Don't they talk about rotten eggs and stuff over the course of the episode?
Yeah, because one of the signs that they're going to hell is the smell of rotten eggs.
Oh yeah, I remember a little bit about that episode.
Although I do agree, the headless cabbie one is kind of Halloweenish. The headless cabbie.
Ooh.
Oh, isn't there another one where Helga tries to reinvent the
the world of worlds.
Yeah, War of the Worlds. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. She dresses up as an alien and everything. They try to recreate that radio drama or freak people out in town. That's another good one.
Guest starring Maurice LaMarche as Orson Welles. Yeah, I think that episode's just called Arnold's Halloween.
Nice. Anytime he does that voice, it's magic. That's Orson Welles.
Orson Welles. Oh, I'm Orson Welles. You're about to enter a world of ghouls, goblins, and cobate. I give to you the living well.
It has fish sticks.
Like, I don't have.
And don't forget, Mrs. Pell's, and don't forget to eat Mrs. Pell's fish sticks. Mr. Wells,
This is not a commercial.
It's a declaration of love.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's
yes.
they're even
Yes.
better raw.
Oh yeah, looking at some of the comments here. Yeah, there's a couple of Grim Adventures Halloween specials. The only one I really remember though is of course the one with Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. Wacko Jacko. No,
Unnecessary side note here, that was the very first review I ever did as a romance Scrooge.
Nice.
Nice. That's the voice you're going with. Okay.
Nice. Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, man. Okay, so wait, if we're going to be talking about Halloween stuff, I mean, we got to mention Scooby-Doo, right? Like, or does that not count? I mean, technically it counts.
I mean, you get Scooby-Doo, the entire franchise could count, right?
Yeah.
Because it revolves around that.
I mean, the best one, of course, is still like Zombie Island. That was insane.
Oh, I love the song from that. Because it's terror time again.
That was a really good movie.
Just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time.
And the Witch's Ghost is also good, mostly because it's got Tim Curry in it.
Yeah, that one's really good too.
Oh, I love that Tim Curry. He's a Halloween special by himself.
I lied to you in order to get a book.
Tim Curry. Tim Curry. We could just
Bringing up Zombie Island, that was the movie that convinced me that there's something worthwhile in the Scooby-Doo franchise. There's some clever ideas every so often. Still my favorite Scooby-Doo thing to date. Just yes.
Yes.
Like Zombie Island is on like the same level, on the same level as the Mystery Incorporated series in quality.
Yeah, Mr. Incorporated was really good.
It's like, look away, Daphne. We promised we'd never talk about that.
Scrappy. Yeah.
I will admit, I don't think it's that great to give villain backstories, but for the kids, that was kind of interesting because the reason they formed Mystery Incorporated was because Fred had loved setting up traps. Daphne had a crush on Fred. Velma just wanted to prove that she was smarter than everyone. And Shaggy and Scooby joined Mystery Inc. because no other club would take them.
Yeah. Because it's terror. Start singing.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense. Spooky, scary.
Spooky, scary.
I got that stupid. Well, it's not a stupid song. It's a great song, but I just have it stuck in my head so much. I keep singing it at random moments of the day. Oh, I can't get it out of my head. Spooky, scary, scary.
I keep forgetting.
My brother introduced me to an incredibly horrible song last night that's stuck in my head. It was from some 1980s musical, and I'm not going to say it here because, I don't need to.
All right.
It's thoroughly horrible, though. I can assure you that. It's thoroughly horrible. That if I started belting out the lyrics to it, people would be absolutely horrified and upset with me.
Oh, I mean,
it was Maurice LaMarche.
Okay. Oh, Luna Eclipsed from Milo Pony, Friendship is Magic.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a really good episode.
Yeah.
I love Princess Luna. Love her.
The Scaremaster was really good, too. It was a funny episode. And Fluttershy's trying to scare the others, but she's not that good at it. It was just nice.
No.
And accidentally reveals that she's an animu.
Yeah, she does. The other drawings all like anime influenced.
Like from Revolutionary Girl Utena and Ranma 1/2 and Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, like someone sure is a weeaboo.
The uncertainty principle from Spectacular Spider-Man. Apparently that counts.
Oh.
I can't remember what episode that was.
That's the episode where the Green Goblin has a flash drive. He doesn't have it on him, but he will have it tonight.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that one. It's like, we all wear masks, but which one is real? The one that hides our face or the one that is our face?
I gotta say, that series is still my favorite Spider-Man. Like, I'm trying to watch this new one, and it looks incomplete. So,
like nothing has a shadow.
Yeah, it's really weird. Nothing has a shadow. But
I mean, if the new series can pull off the opera fight like they did in Spectacular Spider-Man, then maybe I'll consider it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh man, there's so many problems with this new Spider-Man.
I mean, like it has Jim Cummings, so that's awesome right there.
Maybe if this new Spider-Man series tries really hard and they put all the effort they can, they might be able to reach bland.
Bland.
I'm serious.
Or
the voice cast is amazing, but everything else is just eh.
The writing makes no sense sometimes.
Yeah.
I haven't really gotten into a Spider-Man series since they canceled Spider-Man Unlimited.
Oh, that was a good Spider-Man though.
I like Spider-Man Unlimited, but I thought it was kind of weird. Because are these really Spider-Man stories?
Well, it's something different though.
But hey, the Spider-Man character is still Spider-Man, so
Nothing wrong there.
Nothing wrong there. But yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man is the best anything with Spider-Man's name on it. And that's because I've seen Spider-Man Homecoming twice.
Spider-Man Homecoming's good. Spooky Scares. Damn it. Oh, randomly singing that song. It's so annoying.
I still like
what's up?
I still like Spider-Man during like the Civil War and World War Hulk stuff.
Yeah.
The comics?
Yeah.
I don't read the comics.
The Hulk. I just can't get used to the Hulk talking in complete sentences.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's weird.
That's something that's always kind of bugged me about the movies and stuff. It's like Hulk is one of the most intelligent characters out there, and yet he's always dumb in the movies.
Yeah, so I guess they've done that so much that I can't get used to Hulk talking like in complete sentences since they keep doing that. Because every time he does, I'm just expecting to be like, I subscribe to the New Yorker and stuff like that.
I'd suggest Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes because that's got a good version of the Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Adam
Hulk,
sat me down and watched that.
Yeah, because like the Hulk makes a deal with Bruce Banner and stuff. It's like, I'll help, but we stay Hulk. Okay.
Yeah,
Articles, use your articles.
As Bruce Banner accepted the Hulk and they became, lined up a little bit better, pretty much Hulk started benefiting from Bruce Banner's intelligence.
Like that time whenever he told Tony Stark, it's like, oh yeah, that's gamma radiation. How do you know? Or Stark didn't believe him at first, and then he looked at it again. It's like,
yeah, that was the Guardians of the Galaxy episode when Tony Stark is explaining this energy they found on Michael Korvac, and he goes, "It's a form of cosmic radiation." Like, how? Oh, it is. How do you know that? Right.
Just a hunch.
Yeah,
just a hunch.
Okay, I'm trying to look up more.
Let's see.
Halloween specials here that I recognize. Justice League action. Has anyone actually seen Justice League action? Flirty Phantom from Mighty Magic Swords.
I've got some friends who do, but I haven't. The Amazing World of Gumball, the Halloween episode.
I'll do that. think they have a.
They've got 3: the Halloween, the Mirror, and the Scam. Oh, the Scam,
Oh,
the
the Scam.
Ghostbusters parody.
Yeah, I love that one. I saw that one a few weeks ago. That was a good episode. That was such a good episode. I freaking love Gumball. That's like one of the best.
I think the Halloween. I think the episode of Halloween was the one with the undead party.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I like that episode, but I've only seen it once when it aired, and that's it. So my memory of it is kind of a little foggy, unfortunately.
Yeah, where Carrie turns Gumball and Darwin into ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Hotel Transylvania, the series.
So that counts. That counts as like the whole series, I guess.
I guess. But the movie was good.
Yeah,
Sort of.
Yeah.
And
Passable in some parts.
Passable in some places.
I forget what this one is.
Oh, Milo Murphy's Law. That one had one.
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty good episode.
I saw some of it.
And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on the follow up for the that one bomb, but you know.
Oh yeah, it's not going to come out till April.
Oh well, at least I get to annoy my friends with it because they watch. Because I'll go over every once in a while and watch Star Versus and Milo Murphy with them, and it's just funny because I watch them ahead of time, so I know all. So I'm able to make riffs and stuff.
Nice.
What the hell, IMDb?
Ninth Grade Ninja. Night of the Living McFrizzies from Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
Yeah, it's the one where they go on this roller coaster and it's super scary and everyone gets scared, but Randy says he wasn't scared. And then McFist released this candy called McFrizzles, but anyone who eats it turns into a zombie.
Yeah. I think I remember watching that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there was like a Michael Jackson zombie.
Yeah. I think it was what Viceroy. Was he
Oh, my memory.
Michael Jackson? Or was he
I think yeah, because I think he was at the McFist mansion just watching the place.
Oh yeah, that's right. Larry. South Park had a couple of good ones.
Yeah, so
my favorite is still when they go into the bathroom, they turn off the lights, look into the mirror. Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm gonna do that this Halloween. Just turn off the lights, go to the bathroom. Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls.
Let's see. Regular show had a Terror Tales of the Park for 6 whole years.
I only saw one of them. That was it.
I have seen none of them.
Yeah, I think I saw the first one. I think it was where I remember Rigby having the last story. I think. And it was about like this wizard or something like that. I don't remember it too well. I remember Rigby saying his story, but then everyone not liking it that much. And then at the end, like, he does something that scares everyone, like, oh, look, his story's kind of real. Yeah. My memory of it is, I saw it in 2011, so I don't remember it too well.
I remember the one where a wizard cursed Rigby to turn into a house.
Into a house? I think that was it. That's kind of weird, turning into a house like that.
Yeah, because Rigby egged the wizard's house, and so the wizard cursed him.
Huh. I think that was the one.
There's a couple
you
of good
my
ones.
House, now I egg you.
Greg Pakaitis, season 2, episode 7. It's pretty funny. Meet and Greet, season 4, episode 5. Is that the one where where Andy and April throw the Halloween party?
I think so.
Yeah,
that was a good episode.
Yeah, I think it is because Ben gets upset because what was going to say? Ben gets upset because Andy and April throw a party at the house, and they don't run it by him first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
If I
He's
remember
definitely-
right, wasn't April a sumo wrestler?
Yeah, she was a sumo wrestler after she lost the weight. After he lost the weight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Fritz was Sherlock Holmes, and Ron was a pirate. Weren't you a pirate last year? Yes, this is my Halloween costume. Okay.
He's pirate as old as he wants to be. I guess that's fine.
You need to watch that episode again.
I think I have a macro for it. Yes, I do. I found it. Yes.
The Terrifying Tales of Recess.
From Recess?
Yeah. They had a Halloween special.
I don't think I ever saw that one. I watched Recess. I even watched the movie in theaters, but I don't think I saw the Halloween episodes.
Yeah, I think it was like one of those like Tales of Three kind of thing. And
Yeah.
I think one of them was that they ended up like the diggers ended up finding a tomb, and the tomb was filled with zombie Miss Finsters throughout the ages.
Ah, it's gross.
That would explain.
I've never seen that episode, but I remember the characters. So a bunch of zombie. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
That just sounds scary.
No running in the halls.
I'll have to check that one out.
Boom. Found it. Found the other one. Yeah, it was meet and greet. Oh man, Andy and April is basically what happens when a cat marries a dog. Good, kinda, yeah, right. I mean,
Yeah, well, their personalities, how it is.
What do they have a
Actually, I kind of been
specific
thinking
episode?
about it in my OKKO OTP, Rad and Enid. Their dynamic kind of reminds me of Andy and April in some respects. Not one for one, just some things.
yeah, but you could you summarize it to a cat marrying a dog? Because one who's like really too cool for school, and the other one that's really energetic.
Actually, yes. Yes, I
See,
could.
That's what I mean. Yeah, see.
Well,
Because I haven't seen a lot of OKKO, but that is the vibe I get.
Yes. I am not going to go on about that here because if you let me start, I won't stop.
Don't start with me.
can't stop, won't stop.
Well, that's all the cool Halloween specials that I liked, at least.
Oh, All Real Monsters. I remember that.
Wait, wasn't like the whole series just a Halloween special, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I remember watching some of it when I was a kid. It was very ugly, but it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, done by Klasky Kupo.
Yeah, I hate those guys. But yeah. What? All their stuff is butt ugly. And they would pass it off as children's entertainment. The only time it was
No.
appropriate was Our Real Monsters.
That's true.
I mean, have you seen the Thornberry's family? Eliza and Nigel, their heads make no sense.
Smashing.
Smasher.
Smasher. Oh yeah, Danny Phantom, Fright Night.
Wouldn't Danny Phantom also be one of those that is more of a superhero? But they are gross. It depends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was the what was it? What was his name? The Fright Night. That's what it was. I think that was his intro episode.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
they just keep bringing him back to serve like powerful villains.
Well, he is a knight. That's kind of his job.
Is gimmick.
Be someone's funky. That's why I think it's weird when people say knights and samurais are cool. It's like, you're somebody's bitch. Like, if you've ever seen the first episode of Samurai Champloo, it's like, is it really honorable to serve your lord? It's like, of course it is. It's the most honorable thing ever, even if your lord is a sack of shit.
Well, he does have a good point there.
Fair point, sir. You win this round.
Gravity Falls.
I guess I should rethink my life.
Oh yeah, Gravity Falls Summerweed.
And what was the episode? Tales to get you to buy stuff. And no, the actual title was, and I will find it. Oh, Little Gift Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the wax figurines?
No, that was the third episode. Or no, third episode of season 1. The Little Shop of Horrors was the season 2 episode with the Tale of 3, and one of them was like the Hand Witch with the hands of Manos robe, and then the one of the tales was the one with the claymation.
The witch that wanted to get some from Grunkle Stan.
I still think that the wax sculptures episodes were pretty good. John Oliver as Sherlock Holmes.
That was pretty good.
Did you think you could fool me? I'm Sherlock Bleeding Holmes. Have you seen my magnifying glass? It's enormous.
And Larry, I love that they didn't forget Larry King was in the vents.
Yeah.
Become Larry King.
I think they got the real Larry King for that. But from what I've heard, that's not that hard. Like, give him $50 and he'll say whatever.
Larry
King.
King.
He did come out in B-movie.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with this movie?
What's the deal with my comedy? It's like, am I supposed to be funny? Because last time I checked, I wasn't that funny.
It depends on who you ask, though. I know Seinfeld is apparently like one of the best shows ever made, but I'll have to check it out.
Hey, when Jason Alexander talks, everything's funny. But that's because he has the way he talks is funny.
Yeah.
But Jerry Sein.
It's like case in point, Duckman.
Duckman. I've heard a lot of positive things about Duckman. I'm thinking about checking that out actually later.
Next case in point, the bad guy from Return of Jafar and the Aladdin TV series.
Trying to remember his name.
It was a really bad name. It was like
Abysmal.
There you go. Abysmal.
Wow.
Seriously? Abysmal.
What a creative name. There,
what a creative name. Why did you just, like, you're going to do that, go all the way? Shit break. Stupid. Stupid. This is my friend Pid. What's your first name? Stu.
Stupid.
Or this is my friend Zer. What's his first name? Lou. Loser.
I don't know why it took me a second to get that. I was like,
we're called the Business Sisters. She's Nanya. Hello, Nanya Business. But Abysmal. He was the opening scene from Aladdin, Return of Jafar. When he's collecting all the treasures, like, oh, mine. He's like, hey, what about our cut? And he reaches into his pocket, grabs some change. Here you go, boys. Great job. The way he delivered that line, I thought was fucking hilarious. He just, yeah, here you go, boys. Great job.
Yes.
Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Although I think the probably best episode of Aladdin, the animated series, was the one with Ron Perlman as a giant plant monster.
Awesome. Don't remember, but awesome. I do remember, because I was a really young kid. I remember I did watch it, and I remember loving it. Don't actually remember anything from it.
Yeah,
Just
it
I
was.
watched it and I loved it.
Yeah, the plot was that the Sultan, when he was younger, found this garden oasis, and then he tried to take a flower for his wife, but the guardian was like, no, it's my garden. It's my flower. What the hell are you doing? So the Sultan was like, I promise you my firstborn, or whatever his promise was. And the guy was like, all right, I'll come collect later. So then years later, the plant monster comes and takes Jasmine.
You know what she should have done? She's just said, I promise you my firstborn son. It was like, oh, I'll hold you to that promise. Hey, guess what? I have a daughter. Eat my dick. Then have another child. Oh, my wife. Oh, she passed. Poor sweetie. Oh, sorry. Ooh, and there's like this law about not remarrying. So
You're the Sultan. You can change the laws. You did it in the first movie.
yeah, but that's so much
Hey man,
work.
don't bring up the fourth wall. Only the genie can bring that up.
Yeah. He's the only person who can break the fourth wall, break it down, and say, hey.
Hey, it's a wonderful kind of day.
Yeah, you could just reference something else and then just put
Play.
it.
And get along with each other.
And like, hey, how long has this wall been here? Break the walls down and I'm genie. I can't do that.
I just thought of something that'd probably be a bit obscure, but I definitely recommend checking it out. There was a cartoon called Robot and Monster on Nickelodeon. That one had a Halloween special. Oh, shoot, I don't remember the title of it off of my head.
Let's see. Nickelodeon? Robot
Yeah.
and Monster.
I do not remember that at all.
I'm
I
not
think
seeing it on there. I'll double check though.
I'm not surprised it's not on there. This was one of the cartoons that Nickelodeon really gave the shaft back when it was on the air.
Screwed by the
2012, 2013, I think. Not earlier than that. Well, in short, the episode had... In this particular universe, it's a bit surreal and stuff. You have robots and organic kind of characters. Lead two characters are Robot and Monster. Robot voiced by the same fellow who voices Dan on Dan Versus.
Nice.
Curtis Armstrong.
Yep. I should remember this guy's name because I consider him one of my favorite voice actors. That aside, in this particular episode, they get nostalgic for what homemade bacon tastes like. Yes, bacon grows on trees in the series. They get a couple of different bacon trees. And they challenge each other to see who has a better green thumb. Monster does better at this. His tree ends up becoming somewhat sentient or conscious to some extent.
Yeah.
He names it Audrey. It's pretty much a parody or play on Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors.
Audrey.
Feed me. Feed me, Seymour.
I always just remember that from Dexter's Lab. That's where I remember that from.
Feed me.
Right back, because I'm an idiot. Feed me.
The episode where Dexter's Lab goes nuts over muffins and decides he's a muffin king, I'd consider that one a Halloween special too. Because
Oh, yeah.
I am the Muffin King. And just the way the dad talks about it too. It's like, Dexter, you will help me get your mother's muffins. It's like, this is supposed to be a kid's show.
Dexter, you're going to help me get your mother's muffins. Is this like a euphemism for something? Because if it is, I choose not to understand it.
Our show's rated Y7.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can fix that.
Hey Adam, any comments about muffins?
I love muffins.
Nothing.
Oh, you'd already know what I'd say.
Tops. Yeah.
What?
Oh, you would know what I'd say anyway.
Muffins.
Say it.
Nah, I'll talk to you dirty later tonight.
Yay.
Okay, yeah, that's where it's going. Yeah, not going there.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Why is them not so dry bones from Schoolhouse Rock considered Halloween? Like, this list is very weird.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Schoolhouse Rock. Talk about your throwbacks.
Them bones, them dry bones. Now they're the workings of the Lord.
Working each morning before the sun. Keep digging that hole till the day's done.
We just went to a completely different thing.
Okay. Hitting the hour mark, so going to start wrapping up and winding down here. Any last comments or specials anyone wants to bring up?
I'm still waiting for the Grim Troop to release for Hollow Knight over on Humble Bundle.
Go ahead and check out the spectacular Spider-Man: The Uncertainty Principle with Steve Bloom as the Green Goblin. And Hungry Larry from Star vs. the Force of Evil, which, incidentally, we also have a review for that over on the podcast. If you want to go ahead and click the link, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, saying it without saying it.
Okay, I'll be sure to put a link to that in the description below. Just for some context here, Eric and Bacon are from the Talking Rainbows, Puppies podcast. I join in sometimes. And we're actually going to have another podcast sometime this week covering what was the episode again?
Puddle Defender.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That would be good.
But I don't know how we're going to do it since right after that is the Star Bomb.
Gonna figure out something.
Yeah, I'll figure out something.
I can't wait for that one. Mostly just so I can start working on my AU again.
Okay, yes, gotta put in one last shill here. SR, describe your AU. It is freaking fantastic.
That's not so much like it. Well, okay. Well, I just use AU as a general term, but basically, it's just like a future kind of thing. I call it Married Star Key, and it's just basically Star and Jackie Lynn as Queens of Muni.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Sexy, kind of.
It was like Star is working as Queen of Muni while Jackie Lynn's, it took her interest in history, to the next step, became a historian and an archaeologist, and have started with a team to explore Muni and investigate all the ruins and stuff, and would occasionally pop back in with Muni, with the castle and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I get it. Saying without saying it.
Nudge, nudge. Bob Jones.
Anymore.
Also, any progress on Star and Jackie's kid, as well as I'm not going to give any spoilers as to who the other potential kid might be. One is a biological kid. The other is going to insert question mark here to entice people to go check this out, because yes.
Well, I don't have anything up yet. I'm still debating. I think I'll just wait till the Star Bomb, because mostly my problem is with River and Moon. I don't know about their status yet.
Oh, okay.
Are you asking if they're going to die? Because they're not going to die.
No.
Well, I know River not, but Moon, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because their arm is all getting all.
Yeah, because what if it's like a curse or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a horrible night to have a curse.
I mean, I know she's not going to technically die on show, but it's one of those things where it's like, well, what if in show they have her starting to become weak or something, and then eventually over time that leads to that.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting, waiting.
Alrighty, on that note, going to end the podcast right here. Good night, everybody, and hope you have a happy Halloween.
Spooky.
Have a good night.
Skeletons.
I hope there's a ladybug Halloween